This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, here we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
A blessed day to you all my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to the channel. So we have a good little update for you guys, right? We had a couple of games in the Abu Dhabi T10 League earlier today. We saw Nicholas Pooran getting 80. Carlos Brathwaite picking up 4 wickets and getting 44 not out. Brandon King getting 64. So it was a busy day for our West Indian players out there. So I'm going to go through the scorecards and give you guys some information as it relates to how our players performed. Zane, also going to talk to you guys a little bit about an interview that Craig Brathwaite did at the end of day 3 in that warm-up game against the Prime Minister 11. We know they are going in search of over 200 runs to win on the final day's play. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before we go any further, as per usual, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, I am encouraging you to go right ahead and subscribe to the channel, my wonderful peeps. Zane? All right, so let us kick things off with the in the Abu Dhabi T10 League. We had the Declan Gladiators, which is the team that former West Indies player captain Nicholas Pooran plays for. He's also the captain of that team. So the Declan Gladiators, they went up against the Warriors. Yeah, man, they went up against the Northern Warriors. And the Declan Gladiators batting first, they were able to put 138 on the board, 138 for 3. And as I indicated earlier, Nicholas Pooran getting a good half century, getting 80 of 32 deliveries with 10 fours and 3 sixes right there. So he basically led the way for his team. The only other player to get double figure there was Jason Roy, who had 18. So Pooran leading the team to 138 for 3. And we didn't have any West Indian bowling on the other team. You know, well, Mark Dale, he was there. He had 1 over, 16 runs, no wicket. We had Wayne Parnell, 2 overs, 35 runs, no wicket. We had Siddiq, he bowled 2 overs, 32 runs, 1 wicket. And Ryan Emmerich, here comes another West Indian. Ryan Emmerich, he had 2 overs, 24 runs, 1 wicket. So 138 for 3 is what the Gladiators made, courtesy of Pooran. Now the Northern Warriors, the Northern Warriors, Andre Russell, as a matter of fact, he was run out by for 3. He was run out for 3. I think it was Emmerich and Lewis that worked on him like that. Now, in terms of the chase, the Northern Warriors, they had Kennar Lewis at the top of the order with Adam Lith. Lith had 51 from 22. Kennar Lewis had 19 from 12 with 3 sixes. And then he was removed. Ravman Powell, who is the captain of his team, only made 10. So another defeat for Ravman Powell and his boys. Sheffield Rutherford had 6 of 7. And that is basically how it went, my viewers and subscribers. They were restricted to 114 for 5. 114 for 5. And where the bowling is concerned for Pooran's team, Odin Smith had 2 overs, had 26, gave away 26 runs, 1 wicket. And we also had Tom Helm, he had 2 wickets, bowled 2 overs for 12 runs. So, you know, Odin Smith is the lone West Indian there that bowled in that team. So Nicholas Pooran and his team taking victory by 24 runs. So shout out to Nicholas Pooran and his side for picking up victory in that game. All right, we're going to move on, my viewers and subscribers, to the next game. As I said, I think about 2 or 3 games were actually played, you know, so we're definitely going to try and see if we can give you guys some more information on all of that. All right, so let me pull it up here now. We had a couple of other players there that got runs. Carlos Brathwaite, he led his team to victory, scoring 44 not out and picking up some wickets. So let me just go down into that one now. So we had Carlos Brathwaite's team, the Braves, they made 126 for 6. 126 for 6, as I would have indicated just now. Carlos Brathwaite, he was the top scorer, getting 44 off 19 with 4 fours and 3 sixes in the mix there to basically lead his team, the Braves. The Tiger, they were only able to get 93. They were bowled out for 93. Their captain Shakib Al-Hassan bowling against Carlos's team. Shakib had 1 wicket for 23 runs from his 2 overs. So, he did his thing there. But when it was time for them to chase the target down, the Tigers, they really fell. They really fell badly, my viewers and subscribers. Yeah, man. Not Shakib. Shakib. Let me see, Shakib, I think he had 1. All right, so let me go down into the Tigers now. So the Tigers, Evan Lewis, failing once again, had 4 runs from 2 deliveries, hit a solitary 4, and then he was removed. We didn't have any other West Indian really performing in that game there. Ahmed, he was the top scorer for the Tigers, getting 49 off 20. As I said, Evan Lewis only getting 4. In terms of the bowling there, Carlos Brathwaite bowled 1.5 over and picked up 4 wickets, my peeps. 4 wickets for, 3 runs. Can I believe it? 4 wickets for 3 runs. I tell you, my viewers and subscribers, the Abu Dhabi T10 League. Oh boy, this is a sweet league. Anyway, so Carlos Brathwaite and his team, they were able to secure victory in that game right there. So let me give you the scorecard for the final game now, which saw Brandon King doing some damage. Well, this game was actually a tied game. So we had the Abu Dhabi team going up against the Delhi Bulls. The Abu Dhabi team, they made 120 for 2. Brandon King was named player of the game for that one. He made 64 of 27 deliveries. So Brandon King getting 64 of 27 deliveries with 5 fours and 4 sixes in the mix there to lead his team to 120. Bowling for the opposite team, we had Kemo Paul. He bowled 2 overs for 27 runs. Didn't pick up any wicket. Dwayne Bravo was pretty expensive. His 1 over cost him all of 25 runs. And that was basically how it went for them. Now, when it was time for them to bat, they were actually tied. They got 120 for 5. 120 for 5 is what they got, and there was no super over, so for those wondering about super over, there wasn't any. We had quite a few guys that got starts but didn't kick on. Tom Banton had 19. We had Riley, he had 18. Jordan Cox had 18. Tim David had 20. Kemo Paul, he had 16 from 7 with 2 sixes. Imad Wasim getting 21, while Dwayne Bravo was only able to get 1. Now, in terms of the bowling there, we didn't have any West Indian bowling in that inning. So that is basically how that game went, my viewers and subscribers. That one was tied. So we want to say a shout out to all of those who were involved earlier in those games earlier today. So yeah, pretty much it, that my viewers and subscribers. That was a journey trying to go through those the scorecards for those couple of games, but we are there where that is concerned. All right, so before we jump out of town, my peeps, let me just talk to you guys a little bit about what our test captain Craig Brathwaite had to say. So at the end of day 3, he was speaking and he was saying that all they need to do is just go out there and bat normal. They should be able to score at least 3 runs per over because the pitch is still good for batting. And even though the pitch is still good for batting, Craig Brathwaite is saying that they are not going to underestimate the team. They are not going to go out there and just expect to score runs. They're going to have to fight hard and going to take it session by session and not necessarily look to the end, because they are trying to continue to put in the work as they look to build up for the first test. And it is definitely good preparation for the first test, according to what Craig Brathwaite is saying. So definitely going to be keeping a close eye on all of that, my peeps, to see how things work out. But yeah, that is it. Going to leave this one right here for now, as per usual. Big up on yourself and us, my peeps. We'll touch base later. See it?